Cook. More on all this when Kudlow returns.
Yeah, good evening. So we talk about American exceptionalism.
Yes.
You have to say that Apple is an exceptional American company, and they proved that just again with their earnings. So they crushed estimates. We're talking about crushing it. So they beat profit by 40% in the quarter. Record March performance in sales. I mean, how many people can say that? iPhone sales were up 66%. Mac and iPad, you know, in this remote work schooling trend, those segments are coming back in a big way. Also, services as well hit a record in this quarter as well, and cash of $204 billion on the balance sheet. How many companies can say that?
Where's the cash stashed?
Well, they brought a lot of that overseas thanks to the Trump 2017 Tax and Jobs Act, right? When you gave them a tax holiday and a lower tax rate to bring that cash back home.
Biden's going to repeal that.
Well, not necessarily just yet.
Biden's going to take it from 10.5 to 21, which is an absolute killer, maybe worse than the rate hike to 28.
Yeah, well, I spoke to Tim.
And
Tim
Cook loved the tax reform. Tim Cook. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
And I remember bringing him down to see the president in the Oval. And Tim, being a charming man and a very smart businessman, first thing he said to President Trump, "I love your tax reform, sir." And that was between the two of them, at least at that moment in time, love at first.
I think they brought most of that cash already back home thanks to you guys in 2017, 2018. But if we can quickly get through some of the commentary from Tim Cook, who I just got off the phone with, and Luca, Maestri, the CFO, and asking about the quarter. They talked about the all-time revenue records in Mac and services, March record quarter there for iPhone, wearables as well. And what about the U.S. economy? How much do they believe in the strength of the U.S. economy? And Tim says very strongly, if we can flip the page there, you know, we've always felt that the economy would balance in his view. And he says that post-pandemic, we still believe that. And the $430 billion five-year investment they just announced on Monday. Also, that comes with a new billion-dollar North Carolina campus, their first one on the East Coast. I think he says that reaffirms their belief, strong belief in the U.S. economy.
So they're still America first.
They are.
That is good. That is music to my ears.
And also taxes, I did ask for you. I promise I would.
Yep.
So Luca Maestri stepped in, the CFO there, and he says, of course, you know, the new administration is putting together proposals, although we don't know what they are. But he's hoping that the U.S. companies are not going to be put at a disadvantage compared to other countries.
Well, of course we will. Of course we will. If these, first of all, we know exactly what the policies are going to be, and it'll be reiterated tonight at the great Biden event. And second of all, we will be put at a competitive disadvantage. We will have the highest corporate tax rate, and we will have the highest capital gains tax rate. And Tim Cook knows that, so I'm looking forward to him crusading. Why should we be assaulting American companies and their investments?
But one note in this earnings is that international contributed around 67% of the sales, and that does include India, which the past administration that you were involved in got them in.
We helped them in China, too. Do you say anything, you know, as the pandemic passes and kids go back to school, the notebooks and the iPhones, has that affect their sales?
No, in a positive way.
Positive.
Yeah,
so we're all going to buy new
Mac,
stuff.
iPads,
and
iPhones,
last
you name
one,
it.
I'll let you go. This is important, you know, as we pretend this is a business show. China sales and China imports and exports and trade laws. Did he mention any of that?
No, but China and the U.S. are very, very strong. As you know, 5G, China is basically all 5G at this point. So a lot of the iPhone 12 sales are geared towards that market.
Susan Lee, wrapping it down. We are a business show.
We are?
Fabulous.
Is that great?
All in red. Great stuff. Up next, folks.